Stein's Alright, cool. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright.
Already. Cool. Still waiting on some people. Let's see. Check in. McLaren is in. Controller. Pro controller is missing. Is this in? Ochi is in. 106. Is he in the lobby? Yes, he is. Spartacus. Not in the lobby yet. Spartacus. Vapor, one of the top runners, is also in the lobby. Joey Fishing. Seen, I think. No, Joey's missing as well. Also Sick is in the lobby. Daily Dose of Death is lobby. Don't think I've seen Mafta yet. Mafta's missing as well. Yo, Teun, Stijn, and Cecilia Aragon, welcome to the stream. Rusty as well. Is Rusty in the lobby? Yes. Should be right. Oh yeah, yes, sorry. Rusty's in the lower lobby. Rusty finished. Let's see. Did not finish, Rusty. Some pressure on Rusty. Still got 9 points though from the last race.
Alright. Yo, I'm back.
Yo.
Let's see, who's in the chat? Town's in the chat. Tone is in the chat. Tune. I think Steinmine is in there. How's it going? Cecilia, I have no idea who you are, but hello. And Rusty. How's it going, Rusty? That's a cute little avatar of a cat. Is that your own cat, Rusty? I think it's cute. Alright. Round 9, man. Already.
Excited?
I'm very excited. I think. Why are you excited?
Well, this track, for me, it's one of the difficult tracks, and I think it's a track that separates the men from the boys. How much risk do you dare to take in certain corners, you know? Like
True.
the Wall of Champions, turn 3-4, you can gain so much speed there if you take it properly. Such high speed corners.
That is true. Although I would argue that the track that really separates the men from the boys is Monaco and Baku, and thank God we're done with those because, man, those were tough.
But this one has the potential to be that as well, I think. You can lose your front wing so quickly at the Wall of Champions, the last chicane.
You can, but it all depends on how aggressive you want to be, because if your strategy is just the outright lap time, then of course you're going to push the boundaries everywhere. But if you're thinking the long game, and if you're thinking, all right, well, this track is in the testing this week with everybody, it seems like a lot of people are getting track limit penalties. And if you can be
that's difficult on this track as well. The time penalties. There's certain some corners where you have to be cautious with the turning in points.
Yeah, so everybody wants to be fast, right? But if you could be the one person that drives within your limit, maybe not the fastest in the outright pace, but you could actually make up a lot of positions in the end.
And that's the wisest choice, but we're all we're
Right.
playing a Formula 1 game.
Yeah,
We want
yeah.
to go fast, right?
Yeah. No one's trying to hold back. But we actually saw in some of our testing this week that people, and of course people were still trying to find the limits of the track limits and figure out where they can push a little bit or exceed a little bit and get away with it. But people are actually getting disqualified in practice races in a 50% race by
Wow.
accumulating 30. I think it's 30 seconds worth of penalties. There is
Wow.
there's the potential that for the first time this season, we may see disqualifications in the race as a result of the accumulation of too many time penalties.
Let's hope that won't happen.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
But that was testing. People might have learned from that and respect the racing lines from now on. I'll try to.
Yeah, but I think
Because that will be a really, a thing during the race to check how much time penalty your driver up front has or the driver behind you.
right.
Because you can, if you know you got an advantage over one of your rivals, you can just take it slowly, be cautious.
You can.
And just drive out the race.
You can, but at the same time, we've discussed this as a community that certain things, for instance, if let's say you get hit from behind during the safety car and it gives you a 5-second penalty, and if you don't serve that penalty in game and it gets added after the race, that's something that could be removed. So everybody knows that they've got to keep pushing even if the car head may have a penalty. And let's see, Taun said that's definitely happening to me, referencing the time limit stuff. I highly doubt it, Tone, but you're a funny man there. And
See that tomorrow.
yeah, we'll see. And then Rusty, Rusty said that little kitty is that's Buster. That's a cute name.
Name, right?
Kind of, but it's funny. I think when you have like a little tiny kitty named Buster or Killer or something, and it's like this. That's actually, and I remember I told you I looked up what Stein meant because I was curious because I saw a lot of people using Stein, and then I thought it meant like boulder or rock. And that I thought I read somewhere that you name your little doggies that because it's meant to be like ironic and funny, or something. Obviously, what I read was completely wrong.
No, it's just a name, but the name goes back to Germanic. I don't know what Germanic language or something.
That's cool.
But it does mean rock if you go back into it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, cool. But is it like a name that you give to a tough guy or something?
No.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's just a name, you know. It's nothing special.
Yeah. Well, I will say that on this track, this isn't the return now to a more traditional track.
I'm looking forward to the upcoming tracks. I think France is next. Really, oh, it's raining during qualifying.
Yeah, wet qualifying, and it looks like, let's see if we can get a sneak peek into any of these cars. I think I see Inters.
Alright.
I think I see Inters.
What race will hold as well. Yeah,
So, let's see who's out there. Someone's getting out on track already. It looks like Frankie, followed by McLaren. I don't know of who. Let's see what's, yeah, Inters for sure on the tires. So we'll go on board with Frankie, and let's see how, it looks like the track is probably going to be really greasy at first. And it looks like someone has spun already. So it looks like McLaren has a bit of a loop-de-loop. But he's on his outlap, so it wouldn't matter. That's the one thing that everyone has to be keep their eyes on. Is in Canada, it's fairly likely that we're going to see rain.
Exactly, and the normal for me, even in dry conditions, you can spin quite fast.
Yeah.
So imagine when it's wet surface, people got to be on their toes.
You got to be really, really careful. So Frankie, we're on board with Frankie. He's starting his hot lap. And Frankie has shown good pace. I believe, what was his position last race? The last race was at Baku, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we saw Frankie, yeah, he got a P5 finish, so he's got really good pace. He actually made a couple of, one overtake in particular where on turn 3 at Baku, incredibly tight little left-hand corner, made an incredible move around the outside. So we know this guy has a lot of skill in handling the car.
I remember that move, I think.
Yeah. But he's actually invalidated his lap, so that's unfortunate for Frankie. We'll go to see some of the other cars to see who is the next car on a hot lap. So Shep is...
McLaren just spun as well.
Did he? Okay, so that's the second spin so far. So he's having trouble. He's having trouble finding the grip here. I think the next car that's on a hot lap. No, Bro Controller. He's also on an out lap. Let's keep cycling.
Space Cowboy just started one.
So Scorpio's actually on his hot lap. He's the next person that will be crossing the line. So let's go on board with him here as he gets into sector 2. And these chicanes are incredibly tough.
Easy in the corner.
Yeah. But he must be getting some kind of intel from his team because everyone else is invalidating their laps, and he's taking it easy and making sure he gets the time lapped in.
Just set a time.
Yeah.
Improve that in your second stint.
Right.
And you just had purple sector 2.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about these inters is I think you can push for more than a lap or two, unlike on the softs in qualifying.
Yeah, exactly. You need to put more fuel in though, but
yeah.
if you do that, you can do a few more runs.
And you don't have to start on these tires. If I'm not mistaken, even when it stays wet, you can start on a new set of intermediates.
Well, and Rusty set 124.
Very nice lap by Rusty.
Nico John passed him already. 24.3.
Very nice lap by Nico John. Let's go on board with Shep. Shep's crossing the line. He's a 123 flat.
Oh.
Very nice. Let's see who else we've got here. Oso crosses the line, but he invalidated his lap. The McLaren starts his hot lap. Vapor starting his hot lap.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that's going to be crucial here is for a lot of these fast runners, are they giving themselves enough space to the cars in front to not catch them? Oh, and Vapor spins. So the two McLaren looks like they're doing it.
His teammates are stranded, and I think he got distracted by it.
It almost looks like they're doing a little bit of synchronized swimming. Very nice spin information for McLaren.
Spin tactics.
Yeah.
Domingos crashed as well.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Broken his front wing.
That is unfortunate. He's gonna have to hustle back to the pits.
He's one of the. He got P4 in the championship standings.
Scorpio improves to 125.8. Yeah, so Domingos is in P4, so he's got to get that car up as far as possible on that grid to make sure he continues scoring points for racing point.
He got plenty of time. 12 minutes left.
Yeah. Doesn't always feel like that when you're in the cockpit, though.
No, you're right.
Feel the pressure. So as we're seeing these guys go, some of these guys go through that final chicane. What's the secret to that chicane? How do you get through there? And how do you get through there fast?
Oh, I find it really tough, but just don't go full throttle. The exit, just gently, and when you get your car straight, go full throttle.
Yeah.
Just don't put any necessary risk.
Right.
Because the time you lose, it's much smaller than when you lose your front wing.
Right.
As simple as that. When you feel confident or when you need to push it, just take slight risk.
Right. And Pro J-Hole, a newer member to the community, he's featuring today as the reserve, and he's in P2. So really nice lap by Proj. Yeah.
Well done. And Pro Control on P1. Just
Yeah.
800s up from Projo.
But we've seen Bro Controller's pace in the rain. He had incredible pace at Zandvoort as well. He was fighting for that podium, and it's only because he ran out of fuel and ended up getting passed by his teammate at the line that he lost that podium. So, yeah, we know he's got pace. Yeah, we know he's got pace. And let's see. Oh, it looks like a fastest lap just popped up for Rusty, but that was from a while ago. So who's crossing the line? I think Frankie's crossing. Frankie puts it on pole. He just crossed the line, 121.935. Vapor is on the approach now to the final chicane. He gets the car brake.
Got also sick on the softs.
Really? So that's a bit of a gamble.
Don't think that will work. It's still raining.
Vapor about 7/10 up on Frankie. Really nice lap by Vapor.
And Hochi, the winner of the last 3 races,
he's shown
start his first hot lap.
Yeah, he's shown incredible pace. We're probably going to stay on board with him during his hot lap because he has shown the pace to be able to fight for that pole.
Interested to see if he can continue his form. He said to me yesterday he doesn't feel as confident, but he can do like 75% focus and then he'll start losing time, he said to me.
Well, we're on board with Hochi. So let's see what happens here as the McLaren is off the track there.
The Laren boys having some trouble today.
Yeah, I would imagine they haven't maybe fine-tuned the setup for the rain, which is unfortunate, but they'll have to keep pushing. So far, fastest sector 2 or 1 by Hochi.
Yeah.
Really neat and tidy through all this so far. As Gladys can be on the brakes there, gets it turned in very nicely.
Very clean.
Yeah.
For the hairpin. Looks like it stopped raining.
It looks like the track is starting to dry up.
Better from now on.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to dry up. So they'll have a chance to do final runs on the soft, I would imagine.
Also, it was just too early.
Yeah, but maybe he's the one that's playing his cards right. And there's a car ahead. Vapor needs to do better than that. Come on, Vapor. And let's see what Hochi is going to do as he crosses the line. Wow.
19.
Almost 2 seconds faster.
I think that also the surface getting drier.
Yeah, it is.
Ramps up the lap times.
Yeah, the track is evolving very, very quickly. I would be very surprised if we don't see the final runs from our drivers on the soft tires now as they get back into the pits.
Yeah.
So we're on board with Beeman. And who is that crossing the line? I think that's an Alfa Romeo. Let's actually go down to the Alfa Romeo. Yep, Monkey Mafia. He's approaching the line. He hasn't set a time just yet. And he puts it in P4, 121.766. So nicely done by Monkey.
People are putting the softs on. Football Beast is on.
Yeah.
Controller. So.
Yep. And they can see it out there, right? I mean, they're on this track and they can see that these tires aren't kicking up very much, if any, water anymore. Oh, and Daily Dose of Death has gone. He's gone off. And you can see that he had cars approaching, so he stayed to the side a bit. So nicely done by Daily Dose to not impede anybody. Also had just done a hot lap, but I think he invalidated his lap, so his track wasn't counted, or excuse me, his lap time wasn't counted.
Weird to see, because also he was on the softs before. He went into the pit because it was still raining, and he put on the intermediates.
Yeah.
Now it stopped raining, and he's on the intermediates.
Now Hochi is going to try to gamble with the medium tires.
He's going for the strategy.
Yeah. So, what do you think his strategy is then? Is he going to try in the rain, or excuse me, in the race, a medium to soft tire? You think?
Yeah, he told me he was going for a medium to soft. So
what do you?
Like he's sticking to it.
So what are your thoughts about that strategy in the race? Is that doable, or is that just crazy?
Well, if you can get away during qualifying, for me it's always better than the soft to medium.
Like the mediums are more durable for the heavy load, and the softs last longer under the luster.
You can push harder on the softs.
Yeah.
A lot of race.
Yeah. The other thing too is that
if you're like the only one on the mediums, you have way less traffic.
Yeah, that's true.
Possibly after the pit stop.
That's true. That and the softs, counting your qualifying laps, when you start the race, you're usually already at 7, 8, 9% wear. Versus if you can put those softs on at the end of the race with 0% wear, they're going to last that much longer. Oh, and Vapor's struggling for grip. I think he's going to need to come into the pits with some soft now.
Football Beast just put on sector 2 purple.
Let's go on board with Frankie. Because he does look like he's flying here. As he passes the Ferrari of Hochi. Hochi looks like he's going to start his hot lap. Very nicely through there.
No wristband.
No, he's flat out through here, approaching the line. Wow, 1:17.344. So the track is ramping up tremendously here. And now he's got to get out of the way for Hochi.
McLaren.
Yeah, McLaren has been struggling for grip all day, it seems here. I think Rusty just started his hot lap. I'm trying to see who else is on a hot lap. I think.
Hochi just sector 1 purple.
Let's go on board. Let's go on board with Hochi because this is going to be the battle for the pole here. And he's got to be careful because he's got that. Well, he might even get the slipstream at this point. Is this what is this? Some kind of AlphaTauri Ferrari team strategy? It looks like he's going to be able to catch a slipstream. So this is only going to help Hochi.
Doesn't make use of it. He does not
Let's see what he can do here. Nicely through there. Very nice through there. Wow, 113.1. Again, a couple laps, excuse me, seconds ahead. So he's looking very nice for this race, Hochi. Who is this? This is Rusty. His first run on the soft tire. Let's see where he can put this thing. 122.346. So he's in P10 at the moment.
I think his lap time wasn't validated.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Who else is crossing the line? Shep. He's starting his lap. So he's currently in P6.
Just about to finish his own lap. Let's see what time he will set.
Alright, let's go on board his Vapor. He's crossing the line. And no, it doesn't improve. And we got Monkey Mafia. He's in P8, 121.766. He's starting his hot lap. So he'll try to improve that so he can start on the medium tire. And now we've got Frankie. Yeah, I was going to say Frankie. Is he going to go to the pits or what? Because those tires are starting to get a little bit older now.
Meanwhile, I'm looking at Vapor, and he just set purple sector 1.
Very nice by Vapor. Let's go to the Haas of Oso. He's starting his hot lap. Who else is this?
Sector 2.
And Rusty. Rusty just put in a 114.589. So very nicely done by Rusty.
That's P2.
Domingo's up to P6. 118.116. Shep into P3, 114.618.
Here comes Vapor. Let's see what he'll set.
Let's see, let's go on board with Vapor.
P1.
P1, wow, 111.928. So this track is ramping up very nicely. We're just about in complete dry conditions now.
Hochi is staying in the pit, looks like.
Yeah, at this point, he doesn't have time to. And Monkey Mafia, 112.073. Wow, really nicely done by Monkey. He's in a great position for the race too. He's not going to have to be fiddling around with so much traffic in front of him. Wow, incredible lap by Monkey. Really nicely done. And if you look at the time differential between the medium and the soft, what do they say? It's about 6/10, 7/10 off.
Yeah, something like that.
So they're roughly around the same pace, maybe within a few tenths of each other. So that'll be very interesting for the race between Vapor and Monkey. And looks like Nico John is still on a lap. He was able to cross the line just in time. Let's stay on board with Nico John. He's down in P7.
Yeah, a lot of traffic.
He did have a lot of traffic. Let's hope it didn't impede him too much. He gets through there really nicely though. Got the DRS open. Now he's approaching turn 8 and 9. He gets through there. But see, I think Football Beast, his car is being controlled by AI, I think. I believe, I'm not sure. But at least he's not able to put in another lap. So
Projul, P1.
Very nicely done by Projul. Wow, nice lap. And Nico John, very nicely through there. He's flat out approaching the line. Wow, 112.041 for 4th place. Very nicely done by Nico.
Not going for it.
No, I think he's going to just jump into the pits. So this is
starting grid.
Yeah, this is going to be our starting lineup.
We've got a new driver, pole position, impressive.
Very nicely done by Prajal.
Hochi might have made a mistake for staying staying in the pit, while others are putting in faster times. In P5 now, the winner from our previous 3 races. The Pro Duel on the softs on 11.1. And Monkey Mafia just slightly behind him on the mediums, just 2 tenths off. Might have a real shot for this race today. Paper, P3, on 11, in the 11s, but a bit far off on the other 2.
What do you think so far?
Well, I think Monkey Mafia has a real shot for this race with the medium strategy.
Yeah, and Hochi, who we know has been very, 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 very quick, he's going to have to fight his way back through the front if he wants to get back to the lead. I
think he made a mistake for staying in the pit while others were putting in faster times because of the track speeding up.
But he might have had that might have been his only medium tire, depending on what he took out.
Yeah, you're right.
So, and he's thinking also the long game, right? So maybe there's a couple of soft tire runners in front of him, but oh, and it looks like we're going to have dry conditions, thankfully, for the race. Wow, that was a really interesting quali.
Yeah, some, I don't know, so the new guy, the Pro Duel, he took P1, right? Paul?
He did, yeah, pole position.
Yeah. So that's interesting to see. And then I'm kind of disappointed with Hochi. I expected a little bit more from him.
Well, he's gonna keep pushing through the race because you know he has.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. He has to pace for it.
He does. I think he does start a little bit on the back foot though, so that's a good observation. He does start a little bit on the back foot. So will he be able to deliver under pressure?
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a lot more difficult
now. He's just left
the
session. I think the lobby just.
We'll see. I'll send him another invite real quick.
Chats.
We'll wait another second to see if it's just taking a second on a hitched or something.
Oh, session started.
Oh, that's what it is.
Seconds.
Yeah, everybody was just waiting. I sent Frankie an invite, so hopefully he can jump right back in. There he goes.
Yeah, he just joined.
There we go. Speak of the devil.
Let's hope he doesn't have any more issues.
Hopefully not. My thing then about the race start is that turn 1 and 2, you got to go pretty slow there. So everyone's going to try to outbrake each other, and
it's quite narrow on the side of turn 1.
Yeah. So
everybody's looking for a position.
Right. It's very easy for you to try to squeeze in between other cars, and then as you approach the apex of the corner, everything narrows up, and where you thought there was space, now you're hitting somebody and they're spinning or you're spinning. So we could see heartbreak in turn 1, but I would hope that everyone can be a little bit cautious and maybe conservative there to get through there okay, but we're going to find out.
I've got good faith.
What lap do you think these guys in the front on the soft tires are going to pit on?
I think around lap 14, lap 15. That's depending on if there's any safety cars, of course. I think lap 15 is a good bit time.
What strategy do you think is going to be the prevailing strategy today?
Well, I think the soft to medium, it's a bit risky perhaps with tire wear, but I think that will be the best one.
See, I ran some testing this week, and I've been trying the soft to the hard strategy. I think that one is you don't have to worry quite as much about your tire wear, but of course the hard compound is slower than the medium compound, so we'll see how that goes.
This track we might have a few safety cars.
I think so. A lot of these corners, there's just no margin for error, like what you're seeing right now, the Wall of Champions.
Wall of Champions, turn 3, 4, it's very easy to spin as well. And she came just before the first DRS straight. I think it's turn 6 and 7. That's for me one of the corners where I spin a lot as well.
It's not an easy track. It's really not.
No. But you have to go fast on this track.
Well, you have to almost use up the curb on that inside on turn 6 and 7, right? But use too much, and it'll spit you out. So lights are on at the grid. Who's going to blink first? And they're off. And Praj gets a good start, but Monkey gets a pretty good start as well.
Rusty challenging Froyo.
Wow.
Froyo keeps it clean. Well done.
Looks like there's a bit of ghosting going on, but the guys get through there just fine.
No incidents?
No incidents so far.
See Bill blaring, dropping a bit though.
So Prajal, really nice start. Monkey, nice start. Let's see who may have lost out on positions here. So it looks like, yeah, Hochi's up 1. Nico John down 2 spots. Wow. Frankie down 2 spots.
Already P3.
Let's go on board with Hochi. P2.
Oh, in the hairpin. What an overtake.
What a move. But now, is Vapor going to be able to fight back here?
Might be waiting till DRS now.
Yeah, he is waiting because you can see Vapor is not using his overtake. He's actually out of overtake for the lap.
He's on a better compound as well, so. He has the advantage for like 7 laps or something yesterday to do something, and then Hochi will have the better tires from that point.
So it looks like Frankie's not in the race. I'm just getting intel now that he's not in the race, so we'll see if he can join back up and rejoin the track and continue. But that's unfortunate for Frankie because he was in P9 for, he was looking set for a good start. So now we're on board with Hochi and Prajal. This is going to be a nice battle.
We're losing quite some time against Hochi. Looking at the battle for P9 right now. Anand getting really close to Osso.
Let's go on board with them. And he sticks his nose in there. So nicely done by Osso to leave him a little bit of space. I think they did touch, but it was just the slightest of touches.
Nicholson is right behind Fernando right now.
And man, the action is just, they're all over the place. So Shep is in P7 everywhere, yeah. So Shep is in P7 just behind Rusty and Nico John. I'm trying to look at the deltas to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, and Broken is sticking his nose in there.
Oh,
they did make contact. So Broken, I think, was sticking his nose probably where it shouldn't have been, as Shep was already turning in, and that sent him off for a spin. So unfortunate, but
go for an overtake there, you have to be so confident.
you do. You have to be. That's one of those corners where it's a medium speed corner, almost a high speed corner. You've really got to make sure the car's there before you guys turn in, otherwise that's going to happen. So let's see what these deltas are showing us here. So it looks like Hochi is starting to close the gap now at the Praj.
When he's on the medium tire.
Yeah, so Hochi's looking really good for this race. It seems like he's got the pace to beat.
Fastest lap. Oh, you're under pressure. Sector 3 out of 5.
Oh, and it looks like Beeman spun in the chicane. He spun in the chicane, and he's broken his wing. So he's jumping straight into the pit. Maybe he'll go onto the hard tire. So let's see what he'll do here. So he's putting on another set of softs.
Oh, and Hochi makes the overtake.
But Praj is fighting back.
Oh.
Praj got a better exit, and he takes a position back. Really nice fight back from Praj.
I think Hochi thought he made the move already and caught nothing by Proju.
Well, he must have taken an inside line where his acceleration out of the corner would have been compromised. And Praj took advantage of it. So now Hochi's, the Hochi will have the DRS. Hochi blocks the inside. He sticks to his side of the track. Praj should have went around there, but I think they had as slight as the touches that broke his momentum.
Move done by Hochi.
Really nicely done by Hochi.
Projo can stay behind him.
So he's got to stay with him.
6 tenths gap now, 7 tenths.
Yeah, and now Shep is just a second behind Rusty. Domingos is just a 5 tenths behind Oso. Broken is just 4 tenths behind Scorpio. I'm gonna need a lot of help watching these deltas because I don't want to miss anything. A lot of action is happening. Up and Daily Dose of Death speeding in the pit lane, so he gets a 5-second penalty.
Unnecessary.
A really nice battle so far between Broken and Scorpio. Scorpio, who missed a couple weeks of our races, but we're very happy to have him back. Scorpio is one of the veterans in this league, and right now he's fighting for that P10, so really nicely done today by Scorpio so far. And also, or excuse me, Broken can see him. He's just ahead. He's so close, but Scorpio's driving away a little bit here.
You still get DRS, I think, for controller.
Yeah, and Vapor had the DRS on Praj Hall on the back straight, but he wasn't able to get close enough. And Space Cowboy is closing in now on Rusty. Also jumped into the pits. Also jumps into the pits. So let's see what tires he jumped onto. No damage. So he's getting off those softs, but I'm not sure I quite understand that strategy because he could have taken those softs a lot longer, but he'll come back out on the mediums. Let's see. I think Vapor is 6 tenths behind Praj at the moment.
He just bumped the wall though, so I'm not sure. Oh, Projo, that exit. But Vapor just bumped the wall.
Yeah, I mean, it's
2 laps before, but it looks like he doesn't have any damage.
It's easy to do there, the turn 8, turn 9 chicane, because on the left side, as you're trying to get out wide for the corner entry, the barrier. Oh, and Shep, he goes wide on an overtake move, and Rusty really heads up driving by Rusty. Rusty could see the guy in his mirrors. He could see that the guy was itching to make a move. He let the guy outbrake himself. He waited patiently, took the normal line, and was able to take the position back.
And Vapor just made the move on the straight into P2.
Very nicely done. So I missed that one, unfortunately, but we'll continue to monitor that battle because now I'm on board with Praj just behind Vapor. So Rusty in the pits. We'll see what tire he comes out on. So Rusty's coming back out on the mediums.
Might have to do another stop then.
Yeah, he will. So I'm trying to understand why the guys would be coming in quite this early, because I know you can take those softs at least to lap 12.
He didn't change his front wing, you said?
Doesn't look like it, no. Him I didn't see, but Oso I saw it, and Oso did not.
Passing McLaren, almost made contact.
I think Frankie's back in the race now. So he was having some issues with being disconnected, but now he's having to fight his way back. But we know, we know Frankie's got pace, so he'll be able to fight back. We'll see how far up he can get by the end of this race.
Meanwhile, Monk Mafia close to Projo.
And McLaren, he went wide into the hairpin. So let's go on board. And someone spun.
Oh, Hochi spun.
Hochi spun. Wow.
Turn 2.
So it's this circuit's not easy.
I think he
does have wing damage. So he banged the wall somewhere. So now he's compromised. And these tires, the medium tires, you would think that you wanted to take.
As well. Might have a safety car. No.
Oh man, so he spun in lap on turn 1.
He's moving already.
So we'll see what Frankie ends up doing here. You can tell that he's frustrated.
Yellow flags right now.
He can get back out on track. So Vapor in the lead then. Really nicely done by Vapor for being able to get past Praj. And Frankie's out of the session. Frankie just took too long to get his car.
And Projo left as well. What happened?
Oh man, I don't know what's going on with Proj. I may actually try to send him a quick invite here. See if we can get him back in the race. Everything changed, man. It's crazy.
Scorpio.
Yeah, let's go on board. Let's go on board with Broken.
Yeah, he gets it. Scorpio. Oh, he bangs his front wing against the wall.
Oh, and he spun. That's that turn 6 and 7.
It's so easy to spin there.
Very, very, very
Projo is
difficult.
back.
Yeah, send him an invite so hopefully he can regain control and continue racing. I know that Codemasters, they, as frustrating as some of their bugs can be, they did end up fixing the FPS glitch where if you rejoin,
That's good. That's
yeah.
Projo gets straight into the pits.
So look at McLaren though. Look at McLaren because it looks like he's going to be passed by Rusty here. But McLaren, who was struggling so much in qualifying, he's up to P10.
And he was struggling during the race as well. But
Yeah, so it's
as many others.
it's good to see him doing well. A lot of the runners have now pit.
Space Cowboy.
Yeah, a lot of the runners have now pit. So let's go on board.
I don't have any interval times right now.
Yeah, me neither. I think they're slowly coming back.
But Projo right behind Space Cowboy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on board with Proj.
Overtake on this straight. No overtake, but
You know, I was doing some racing with Proj Hall in the lobbies this week, and he's a really smart driver. I'm guessing that he knows that his best chance to pass will be to get close here and try to get him on the back straight. Oh, and Hochi. Hochi made a nice move. Yeah, down the inside. And
this is like the second or third time I see Hochi passing someone like that.
so Hochi's going to be flying because he's got the new wing.
Yeah.
Oh, looks
So
like a slight
close.
touch. I think there was a touch, but his wing, they're going to get away with that one.
Hochi just making up 2 places.
It almost looks like Shep was driving like a Vettel or something, almost like as if he was angry with Leclerc.
I think he was a bit surprised to see Hochi so fast.
Well, he did come really fast. Hochi's on brand new soft tires, and he repaired that wing. And Hochi can't waste any time now if he wants to fight for the front, right? He's got to make his way through immediately.
Needs to make these tires work right now.
Right.
He won't be able to make it through the end of the race on this set.
So Praj is just behind Shep, so this is going to be a nice battle. And Broken.
Broken's roller hit behind Fanon on the rear.
Let's see if he's got some kind of wing damage. It looks like they're able to continue. I'm waiting for this camera angle to change.
Fanon was going really slow throughout the corner.
And Vapor's into the pits. And no,
He's going on the hards.
yeah, Broken Controller is his wing is okay, so they're going to be able to just about get away with that contact. So Vapor's going to go to the end here.
On the hards.
And Praj is still behind Shep, about a second behind, and Domingos is 3 tenths behind him, as McLaren and Rusty both get time penalties for track limits.
obviously just getting that 3-second time penalty.
But he's been really consistent in the race. He's up in the P8, so we'll see.
P8.
We'll see what he can do in this race today.
So much action.
A lot going on. I had a feeling. I really love this circuit. I think it's a real great circuit for racing.
We got spins, we got overtakes.
We got everything. We got crazy pit strategies, the rain. Just like in, I think, 2011, Jenson Button, he spun in one of the races, but it was one of those rain races, and it ended up taking forever. I think they red flagged the race at one point. But Jenson Button in the McLaren in 2011 was able to fight back from just about the back of the grid to win the race in the rain. So anything can happen. So
it might still rain today.
It may still rain. We
23 laps.
We don't know. And Domingos, and that was never going to work. That was never going to work. I've made that mistake so many times myself. And Domingos is going to go into the pits. So that's unfortunate. He could go into the hard tires and make it to the end, so we'll see what decision he makes. And it looks... Yeah, Domingos is going to go into the hard tire. So he'll be able to go to the end. He needs to take a breath, gather himself.
Oh, and Space Cowboy had a bad exit out of turn 3. And Prodio tried to take advantage of it, but
it wasn't close enough.
Space Cowboy slightly.
Let's go on board with these guys, because this has been a tremendous battle so far. One of many. And as we say that, yeah, Hochi's he's getting close to Vapor.
He will overtake him on the straights quite easily.
I think so. He's got the DRS.
Oh, no.
But Vapor's, he's not making it easy. Oh, and they're going side by side.
Very brave. And
nicely done by both guys. Wow. That was just incredible driving.
And again.
Very nice driving by Vapor. Up and a bit of another touch.
Hochi hits him.
Hochi's getting impatient. Hochi's getting too impatient there. So I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure Vapor will send that in to be reviewed by the stewards, because now Vapor's lost time. But at the same time, it was a really good battle. You can tell that Hochi was starting to get impatient, but just because you've made mistakes in the race, it doesn't mean that, you know, someone else in front of you is the culprit, right?
No.
So, but Vapor, as frustrating as that may be, he's on the hard tires that are going to make it to the end. Meanwhile, everyone in front of him is going to have to pit.
Might have some damage. Not sure about that, but
Vapor looks like he's. Vapor looks like he is okay. And I'm trying to see Hochi's car.
Cordial Space Cowboy still battling on.
Yeah. So and now, because of what's happened with Vapor, Shep is within striking distance of Vapor too.
Space might have.
So Praj has got the DRS, so does Shep. And wow, they're really fighting to try to make their way into that chicane first. And nicely done by the drivers.
Both respect from both drivers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see. This is a great battle.
Different lines.
Well, you've got to try something, right? When you're not able to get around. So he's trying to see.
Some pressure as well.
Yeah.
Different line.
Make sure Shep can see you in that rear view mirror.
Exactly.
So
just to let you know, I'm right behind you.
I'm still here. Don't forget, I'm right here. So now they're approaching turn 8 and turn 9. Really nice driving by both of these guys. Vapor is starting to pull away a little bit on those hard tires, so you can see here Vapor's face.
Look at Space Cowboy's ERS deployment, and Projo is nearly depleted.
Oh wow.
Really 100%.
Yeah. And he's using it very wisely, because you can see that Shep is only using it when he feels that he needs to.
Might be a bit too conservative.
But that's gonna pay dividends in the end of the race when he's still got a lot left.
Yeah, but you don't want to get a slight gap or an entry point for
Yeah.
the guy behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know, at anyone they see a gap, they're going to go for it. So he's got to be careful. So what else? What other battles are we seeing here on track? This just seems to be the closest one. The only other one I can go through real quick is Scorpio. Scorpio's in P13. He's right behind McLaren. This is the battle for P12. Rusty gets another time penalty. He's going to have to watch those penalties.
He's racking up some time penalties.
Yeah. So he's going to lose himself positions there if he's not careful at the end of the race. So Scorpio
Controller just 1.5 seconds behind him.
and McLaren, another penalty. Unfortunate. So Prajal now is making a move on Space Cowboy as they're approaching the turn 10 hairpin. Really nicely done.
Space
Shep,
Cowboy, a bit on the grass.
yeah. All he had to do was keep it tidy because he knows he would have got the DRS, but
He's still not using his overtake buttons. Oh, he is now.
well, who's got the? Does no one have the
Still side by
DRS?
side, but Projill,
No one got the DRS. That's really weird. Oh, they've got to be careful there because missing the apex is there. Even though they're giving each other room, the game will give them a track limits warning. So they got to be careful. Nice driving by both of them though, as Projo gets ahead.
Space Cowboy knew Projill was next to him and left some space for Projill.
Yeah, that was nice driving.
Scorpio right behind McLaren. Is he going for it? No.
And someone has, looks like someone spun in sector 1, but whatever it was, it's already back to green flag. So what, let's see. Oh, Scorpio is just behind McLaren now, so let's go to the battle for P12, because he's just a couple of tenths behind.
Scorpio going very light. Is there something wrong with his ring?
It could be. Let's see. We're gonna go on board with this camera angle to see. No, he's got intact wing.
He gets a good exit, I think.
He does. He's gonna get the DRS here.
He's going for it.
Let's see. He's been behind him for a while now. Very nice done by both of these guys. Nicely done. But that's the thing. It takes two to tango there. So it's very nice of to see McLaren also giving room as well as he goes onto the grass as well.
It was very clean by Scorpio.
Yeah, nice move by both of them.
Now Lockhart just very clean, calm.
Now
McLaren.
Now Feeman is just behind Oso.
And Scorpio is gone.
And Feeman gets past Oso after the chicane, after the Wall of Champions.
He picked up the time penalty.
He did.
By doing that.
He did. However, a lot of people are getting time penalties, so if he can keep it to just one, he still has a chance in this race.
Again, we have Projo and Faker battling each other again.
Yeah, and Rusty's starting to close up on Broken Controller for 7. But it looks...
Rusty
Yeah, but I think he's getting closer and closer to Broken. Oh, and he locks up. And Oso is still right behind Feeman. Pro is right behind Vapor.
Ocean slowly increasing the gap between himself and Monkey Mafia. The distance was 2 seconds a few laps ago, now it's 3.5 seconds. Ocean is doing his thing right now.
Yeah, really nice pace from Hochi today so far. So what do you think he's going to do for that last stint? Is he going to push to try to get onto the softs again, or is he going to have to go down the medium again?
He should do that. Just he needs to go like 2-3 more laps, then he can go on the softs again.
Right.
Will be a mistake if he goes on to other compounds.
So we're on board with Rusty. Now he's starting to lose a bit now to the car ahead, who's Broken. So Rusty's on 12-lap-old mediums. He's probably starting to feel the wear a little bit. Meanwhile, Broken is still able to keep a consistent pace. So we'll go up to P5 now. Prajal, who's just behind Vapor. This is the battle for P4. He's into the RS, so he's within a second. He's about 6 tenths away. as McLaren gets another penalty. That, yeah, and Daily Dose of Death gets another one. Yeah. Oh, and he got distracted by Oso going to the pits a little bit.
I thought he was playing it safe, but then he still goes wide.
Yeah, so he's got to be careful there, that otherwise he's going to pick up more penalties. Let's go on back on board with Prajwal. He's in P5, Vapor just ahead in P4. This is the battle for P4. And I feel like I should be saying something about what's happening, but it's so exciting that I kind of just want to watch. It's an
interesting thing right now. Hochi just pitted with the mediums.
Yeah, he's going to the mediums, and that's the conservative choice. He might have been. Oh, and Vapor gets a penalty, 3-second penalty. So I'm thinking Hochi might have been out of soft tires. Or, no, that couldn't have been. He had more soft tires. I think he's taking a conservative choice.
Yeah, but only 15 laps to go.
Yeah.
Should be fine, I think. But we saw a lot of people pitting around lap 10 on the soft. So.
Yeah, we did. This is a really, really nice battle so far between Praj and Vapor. Praj, one of the newer members to our community. You can see that this guy's got a passion for racing, so we're very happy to have him. And it's turning out to be quite the battle with Vapor.
He did have P1, right?
He did qualify on pole. Yeah, he did qualify on the pole.
I guess he wants to make up, at least against Vapor.
Well, he knows he's got the pace.
Slight spin.
And he does lose the rear end of it there. It's so easy to do out of that hairpin. He's got the DRS. He's going to be close, but I don't think it's close enough. So nice driving by Praj not to force the move. Otherwise, he could end up spinning like some of the other guys who had some unfortunate spins there. So he's now going on to the mediums. The conservative choice as well. So someone spun in sector 2. It looks like they're getting through just fine. Hopefully that's Oso and McLaren who had caused the yellow, but it's back to green flag.
Right now, battle for the lead stop.
Yeah, and Hochi gets past Nico John. Hochi gets past Nico John, and that was into the approach to turn 8, turn 9, and Hochi's gone, so now Hochi's going to try to chase down Monkey. Now, Monkey does have to pit again, so Hochi's in the net lead pretty much.
Yes. I'm looking who could challenge Hochi right now, but Hochi is into shoot for the win right now.
And I just got intel from NAFTA. NAFTA did not wake up in time. So, too much FIFA for NAFTA, excuse me.
Different time zones, I guess. And Frogil going to overtake on Vapor.
Very nicely done. Oh, and they touch wheels. Vapor fights back. They did touch wheels, a little bit of contact, but they're able to get away with it.
Another try by Frogil. This will be difficult.
Wow, nicely done by these guys. Amazing driving from these guys. Yeah. So what a battle. There was a bit of a touch on turn 1, but it was the slightest of touches. Praj had to correct his oversteer a little bit, but it is a relatively slow speed corner, so not all that dangerous, all things considered.
Yeah, but Frogil still has to pit this race, and Vapor will be able to drive out on this set of tires.
Yeah, that is true. So really nicely done so far by Vapor. And he's getting a good exit out of that hairpin because Praj isn't able to get close enough. But these guys are so close. This is the closest battle on track, if I'm not mistaken.
Everybody else will get themselves.
Yeah.
Hochi is now approaching Monkey Mafia.
Yes, let's go on board with Hochi as he starts to chase down Monkey. Oh, and even just there, he took a few tenths out of him. So Monkey's starting to lose out on those tires. I believe Hochi's going to be able to make the move here with the DRS. Yeah.
He got plenty of overtake as well. Hochi gets him done.
Yeah, he's going to go for the move. Oh, and they're side by side. Wow, a little bit of a touch, but they get through. And now we're on board.
Picked up a time penalty because of this.
Unfortunate, but we're on board with Praj. He's also trying to make a move on the back straight, and not close enough. So let's go on board. They're starting to go. Yeah. Now we're on board with Monkey. Monkey's trying to stay close to Hochi, but he's going to have to pit again.
Should be a good time to pit next lap.
How do you see this playing out for? It looks like Hochi is got the pace for the win. How do you see this playing out for the rest of the podium runners? Who do you think has a shot here? Because I still can't tell because there's so many different pit strategies.
Well, it looks like Vapor is the hardest compound.
Right.
But
right.
There's 10 more laps or something to go, and Nico Joe, 11 laps right now, might be able to drive out.
That would be a very, very nice drive from Nico to make those tires last.
Yeah. But I think Vapor and Monkey Mafia is going into the pit. Let's see where he will end up.
Yeah, because we want to see where he cycles back out. And now Broken is 4 tenths behind Domingos. This is the battle for P7. And Broken's going to be able to go to the end. Meanwhile, Domingos... Domingos is also going to go to the end, but he's on the harder compound. Oh, he locks up. He turns in tight. Broken there. He got the move done. So Monkey Mafia, he cycles back out just behind Praj. So Monkey in 5th. Really nice by him so far.
He should be flying right now on these tires.
I think he will be, because it's going to be obvious, especially on the exit of the hairpin, who's got the better traction, because it's going to be Monkey.
He is in for P2.
I think Monkey can pass Praj, and he then, in theory, should be able to get past Vapor. Yeah.
It's going to be close, I think.
Well, Vapor's only a second and a half up the road, but Vapor's 10 seconds behind Nico.
Alright, so
yeah, so Monkey gets the move done on Praj. Really nice move by Monkey. And let's see now. No, he doesn't pit yet, Praj. He's gonna try, maybe Praj is gonna try to go to the end. That would be 25 laps, so I don't think it's possible. We'll see.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. He might be able to finish on a puncture, but I don't know about making them last.
Maybe some safety car gamble.
It could be.
There hasn't been any so far, not even a virtual.
Yeah, really nice driving by everybody so far. So now I'm on board with Beeman. He's right behind Rusty. This is the battle for P9. They're both going to be able to go to the end. Rusty gets another penalty. So Rusty, yeah, he's been consistent, but unfortunately he is getting penalties because, you know, a top 10 finish would be great for Rusty, especially for the points, but at this point maybe he's going to finish behind just due to penalties. So we'll go back on board with Monkey. On the exit of the hairpin here, he does tag the wall a little bit.
He tried to play it safe, but lost a lot of time back in that.
His wing is intact, so
Won't be able to make it.
Not yet, but he is on the faster tire, so he's got to keep pushing. He's getting closer and closer. Yeah, he's getting closer and closer.
Vapor was very good defending his position.
Yeah, he's been defending his position very well. And I was going to say, now we're on board with Feeman, but Feeman went really wide in the hairpin. But he's close to Rusty. He's going to get the DRS now on the main straight. But I don't think he's going to be close enough. Rusty's been doing a tremendous job with his driving and defensive driving so far today. He locks up a bit. Oh, now he's got the DRS. He's going to be able to make a move. And he gets by. Really nice drive by Feeman so far, and a nice move. Let's go back on board with Monkey. Monkey's just behind Vapor. Oh, and they're both turning into turn one. Vapor didn't leave enough room there.
We'll get moved on now.
Yeah, Vapor, in my opinion, should have left that room on the inside if he sees that the car's there, but they get by okay. Hopefully they don't have any wing damage as a result.
I don't think so.
No, so they'll be able to get away with it.
Well, Vapor has to stay close to him, but picks up a time penalty.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but he's going to have to keep pushing. If he wants any chance of another podium, another shoey, which he's famous for, he's got to stay with him.
Did he actually do a real shoey?
He did do a real shoey.
Wow.
He did do a real shoey. Surprisingly, he didn't catch some disease or something, so he's...
No sore throat or something.
Yeah, because if it was my shoes, man, that would not be pretty. Yeah, let's not think about it. T Widow is in the chat. T Widow said, "Hi, my name is T Widow, and I'm a loser." Huh? Now he said, "What's up,
Isn't he
loser?"
the guy that spins like every race?
Yeah, T Window is the guy that I think he spins every race. How's it going, T Widow? Hope you're doing good, bro. So let's see, who's the closest battle on track now? Because Monkey has gotten away from Vapor. Rusty's still with Feeman.
Back on Fernand.
Yeah, so they're really, really close right now. He does, but they're both going to start wearing quite a bit here. I think at this point, they're starting to get it like almost equal. Not that I have the data to back that up, but
Rusty has a lot of time penalties.
He does.
It might be wise to just let him pass and just.
He does, but the instinct here, of course,
can catch up on Domingos.
It could be. He's only 4.9 back. Domingos is about 4 seconds behind Broken, but it looks like Domingos is closing the gap a little bit to Broken. So I'm not sure if Broken is starting to lose grip or if he's having just issues with the car. No, he's fine. Yeah, the gap goes back up to 4.1. Let's go back on board with Rusty, because Rusty had almost made a move into turn 2?
Getting up a lot of pressure on Fernand.
He is. I think if he keeps this up, and another penalty. That's unfortunate. But I think if he keeps this up, he'll have a chance to at least potentially make a move for the track position, and then of course maybe that'll change after the race, but they're still going to try to have a nice battle.
Hope they don't make any contact.
Right.
That's been happening a lot.
It has. Yeah. Oh, Feeman, yeah. He gets wide. I think he just kissed the wall with his right rear. He's going to... No, I think he's going to get away with it. And now Rusty with a really nice corner there through the hairpin, and he's got to run. He's got the DRS. It looks like this is going to be the move. They're both on the overtake. Which way is Rusty going to go? He's going to go down the inside. Oh. And Feeman shut the door on him, but Rusty was already there, so in the end, in the end, I think Feeman had to back out, but as we see the fastest lap from Hochi, 110.794.
Even on the 11 lap old tires.
Yeah.
Fastest lap.
And Nico John's going to go to the end.
Yeah. But Monkey Mafia 3 seconds behind him.
So this is going to be the gap. These are going to be the gaps to watch now, because this gap from Nico John to Monkey Mafia 2.9 seconds, 3 seconds.
You might see some real action in the final lap.
Yeah, but
These two drivers.
keep watching. If you're watching, keep watching this delta back to Monkey Mafia, because you're going to start to see that dwindle here in a second. Nico,
Once they reach 1 second, Monkey Mafia will be even faster.
yeah.
DRS.
So Nico John is on tires that at this point he's basically probably drifting around the course, which is not the fastest way around when you're having to counter steer and wrestle the car around. But he's doing a tremendous job of keeping that car on track, because we haven't seen any incidents by Nico at all.
No. Just wish the race was 1 or 2 laps shorter though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he will make it.
I don't believe so. But what he is doing is he's doing everything that it's going to take to be able to get onto that podium. Maybe not in second.
But
Yeah. However, Monkey Mafia is not going to get that position easily, because Nico John is not going to give it up easily.
no, but the traction, he won't have much traction. I don't think have.
He won't.
There's where Monkey Mafia will.
But if he focuses, he can get a good exit even with older tires. He's really got to focus, and he's really got to find that limit of the grip without breaking it, which is easier said than done. So a second and a half,
Made like
a second,
2 seconds in 1 lap.
a second and a half easily in that lap, and he's already finding another half second
Almost
roughly.
in the orange range.
So we're going to have about a 2-lap shootout for T2 at the end here. This seems to be the closest battle on track.
Rusty is slowly falling behind Fennel.
Yeah, his tires are starting to go. Those soft tires, once they reach around 9, 10, you're going to start to lose the speed that they once had. All right, so here we go. He's within a second. I believe he is going to get the DRS. They're both just about out of ERS, so no advantage there. So he doesn't get the DRS quite just yet. Is Monkey going to try for a move? He's got to be careful. So heads up driving by Monkey. Yeah. Heads up driving by Monkey. He's got the traction. He doesn't need to force a move. The move is going to come to him if he's patient. So 2 laps to go. This does still seem to be the closest battle on track, so we'll stay on board.
Goes for it now.
Oh, really nice driving. Very nice
No
driving.
risk there.
Yeah, because Nico John knows if he's too aggressive there about fighting to the end for that one position, he could spin and lose everything.
Yeah, exactly. And then lose podium.
Yeah, especially with those tires.
The gap is still 7.5 seconds between himself and Faber.
Yeah. Oh, and he's going wide, so he's starting to lose traction. But really, really, really great drive by Nico John today. It's really great to see him in these podium places, because we know he's got the pace. For one reason or another, sometimes even when he's way up there, there has been times when he's fallen back from the podium places, but it's really nice to see him today doing everything he needs to do to hold on to it. So we'll see if
he doesn't make any mistake.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
Some crazy time penalty.
Careful! Don't give him.
That might still happen, you know.
Don't give him the commentator's curse. Let's see. So he's still able to stay roughly within a second and a half of Monkey, excuse me. But those soft tires, man, he's just flying right now.
The tires of Monkey will be dropping now as well.
Yeah, but this is
And
it.
he
So
won't be able to catch a Pochi, so why push hard?
yeah, I think at this point there, it's just bring the car home safely. Another penalty for Hochi.
It might not matter, but we had that incident early on the race with Hoshi. With the contact he made with, forget who it was.
Yeah,
Vapor.
I believe it was Vapor. I think that probably ended up costing Vapor roughly around 5 seconds
Cost
or
him
so.
2 places.
Yeah, because
Positions.
he could have been up there fighting for that podium as well. So that's unfortunate for Vapor, but Vapor's still doing nicely to get himself back into a good position.
Hoshi with a big gap though. 37 seconds.
And look at this, Nico John, 22 laps on the mediums, incredible, incredible. What a drive from Nico John. That's a heroic drive from him today. Oh, so that too.
Look at Pro Duel as well, 25 laps.
I
Space
just,
Cowboy right behind him. Just
yeah.
will come down to time penalties.
I can't believe these guys have been able to go 20 something laps on the medium. That's incredible. So nicely done by Prajwal. But Space Cowboy gets ahead. Yeah.
Time penalties.
So first and fifth for Ferrari. Really, really nicely done by the Ferrari boys. So we'll go on board with Daly as he finishes his race. So tough day for Daily Dose of Death, but he's still gonna go as fast as he can and try to get down the line there.
Well, at least they make some pass from Hochi.
Yeah.
And he goes right.
Oh yeah, and he misses the chicane. But that's gonna be it then.
Next week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We've seen him fighting for the top spots, so today was just not the day, but I'm sure he'll fight back for the next one.
Well done again, Hochi.
Really nicely done by Hochi. Really, really nicely done. What a race.
He was telling me he wasn't so sure about this race, but he showed.
Yeah, he showed his pace. So he's getting faster and faster, it seems. He's getting used to his wheel. He's still recovering from his condition, his accident, but you can see that the muscle memory is starting to come back.
Yeah. Next week, France.
And next week,
Curious
France.
to see what he will do there.
And that's another fast circuit. Really fast,
Oh, it is.
fast turns, high speed.
Very difficult.
Very, very difficult. Also, it's another one that's difficult with the time penalties.
It is, yeah, you're right.
Turn one especially, because you want to take as much curb into there for turn two.
There's not a lot of walls to bang your front.
Yeah, yeah, that's the good part. A lot of runoff area.
But look at Monkey Mafia, no time penalties, well done.
Really, really, really nicely done by Monkey Mafia. We've been talking about him a lot. We were seeing him fight for fifth position in the last race, after being about P6 or P7 for some of the other previous races. We knew he had the pace, and today he's been practicing, and it shows. So P2, really nicely done.
P2, well done.
Praj with the P6 in his debut in Tier 2.
Look at the time difference between Hochi and other drivers.
Yeah, it's
110.8. That's quick.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, also Hochi took an alternate strategy, I think, to get on fast tires later on. Oh, thank you, Rusty. Thank you, Rusty. That was a really, Rusty said, great broadcast. Yeah, it was a great race.
Yeah, well, great race, yeah. So much action. Oh.
Yeah, so that's going to be it then for the Tier 2 Round 9 at Canada. Thank you for tuning in. You can tune in tomorrow at 12:45 Eastern, 5:45 p.m. UK time. It's going to be the Tier 1 race here at Canada. And then next week, we're back at France. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And Steinzap, thank you for joining me.
That was...
So far.
This performance, T2...
Yeah. It's a great circuit. It's a great racing circuit. So thank you, everyone, and take care.